Welcome to Booktopia TV. I'm John Purcell and I'm here with Rick Stein, restaurateur, writer, traveller and author of his new book, India. Welcome, Rick.
Hi, John.
Can you tell us a little bit about your new book?
Yeah, it's, as you said, it's Rick Stein's India. Sounds a bit sort of presumptuous. Who is this Rick Stein that's covering the whole of India? And indeed, I'm not really. It's just the cookery. But the reason I wanted to write the book is I've been going to India since the early 80s. And I just thought that basically if I went on a journey through India and described what I saw culinary-wise, it would probably transfer into a book quite well. And the reason I was thinking that was that really there's a lot of Indian cookery books out there written by Indians. I mean, I'm thinking of the great Madhur Jaffrey books and Camellia Punjabi and Charmaine Solomon, who lives here in Australia. But I just thought if there was one written by somebody from the UK, like myself, it might sort of demystify a lot of the sort of people. I think people have a sort of nervousness about cooking Indian food. Primarily, I think, because there's so many spices in so many of the dishes. So I sort of thought, well, I'm not trying to simplify it, but in the book I've tried to explain why everything has a place in Indian cooking. And I've also gone out, as you said, it's in search of the perfect curry. And that's a bit of a sort of joke, because I don't think there is a such thing as a perfect curry, because every meal that you eat, it depends on where you're eating it and how you feel at the time. But I do set out and name a few that I really, really liked. And I did find, for me, a perfect curry, which was a fish curry in Tamil Nadu on the coast just near Chennai, near Madras. And it's a Madras fish curry. And the reason I liked it so much was because there's an absolutely perfect Indian Ocean snapper that they cooked for me there and then. And I'd never tasted snapper cooked as well anywhere.
It must have been a very, because having a look through the book is full of colour, it's full of life. Is that something that overwhelmed you when you were in India?
Yes, I think the colour and the life of India overwhelms everybody. Not necessarily always positively, because it is one of those countries where poverty is very obvious, where difference in living standard is sometimes really quite upsetting. But nevertheless, it's absolutely bursting with life and colour. The climate suits colour. It's always hot. There's always beautiful, colourful fruit and vegetables in the markets. The dishes are colourful. The clothes everybody wears is colourful. The advertising hoardings are colourful. Colour is India.
Well, you capture that in the book. I mean, the book is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Anyone who has a chance to pick it up will just see just how glorious India through Rick Stein's eyes are. I mean, the photography is amazing.
It is, and I mean, I'm so grateful to the two guys, James Murphy, who did the actual shots, but Alex Smith, who designed the book, who went out with him. And it's a great partnership, actually. The same thing happened with my previous book, Spain. I mean, to produce a good cookery book, you've got to have a good designer in mind as well, because cookery books, it's not just about the writing, it's about the way it looks, about how you evoke the atmosphere of a country you're in. And I think they've done a superb job with India. I mean, you just open it. Funnily enough, I opened a new book the other day, that I don't know what the print process is, but when you sniff the book, and you can't do this with ebooks, it smells like India.
Beautiful. A question just off the topic of India. I'm always curious with someone who loves food so much, is what do you find yourself cooking for yourself most often? Like, what is something when you're at home alone and you whip something up, what is it you turn to?
Well, at the moment, I'm not lying. I like cooking simple Indian dishes. Like there's one in the book called My Breakfast Bhaji, which basically is just cooked potatoes, carrots, tomatoes with garam masala, which I make myself, and onions, and just everything cooked together. And then you serve that for breakfast with just a fried egg and a flatbread, a chapati or a paratha or a naan. I'd cook that all the time.
Yeah.
It's not a problem to me to boil a few potatoes.
Yeah. Like one last thing, if you encounter someone who doesn't like seafood, and they convince themselves they don't like seafood, what would be the dish that you would serve to try and win them back, or to convert them to the wonderful world of seafood?
I'd probably just take them down to my restaurant in Mollymook on the south coast, and I'd just get something like, this time of year, a snapper, right? A small snapper. And I'd just grill it, okay, put it under the grill, and I would just serve a very simple salad with it, just with maybe some tomatoes, some lettuce, olive oil, vinegar, salt, and a tiny bit of sugar, and some sliced basil. I'd just say, fish salad, eat.
Thank you very much for joining us. Rick Stein's India is available from Booktopia now.